News Leader 9.
The search for a missing Auburn man turns into a homicide investigation. Today on the News at Noon, we'll tell you what's the latest in the case of Tyshawn McCray. More news for victims of the April tornado in East Alabama. Governor Robert Bentley is calling for more financial assistance. Find out who else is being added to the recovery list. And the Phoenix City Board is making way for a new leader. Hear more about the board meeting that's just getting underway. Welcome to News Leader 9 at noon. I'm Cheryl Renee. Thanks so much for joining us today. We begin this afternoon with a developing story out of East Alabama. The car of a missing Auburn man has been recovered in Georgia, and officials say a man's body was inside the trunk. 25-year-old Tyshawn McCray has been missing since last Thursday, but officials have not identified the body just yet. The Pontiac Grand Prix McCray was driving, last seen driving, was found in the parking lot of an abandoned shopping center Wednesday in Clayton County.
We feel like it's certainly a possibility it's going to be him, seeing that the vehicle is positively been identified as the vehicle, and he was known to be in that vehicle.
An autopsy is being performed, but police will not say if the body had any visible injuries. Captain Dorsey expects to positively identify the deceased today. The Clayton County Police Department says it's working with Auburn's police department to find a person of interest. In Stewart County, 5 people have been arrested after allegedly beating a man to death. Rodney Cannon died Wednesday after spending a week in the hospital from injuries he sustained in the beating. According to police, the group accused in the assault was reacting to a rumor that Cannon said something inappropriate to a child in their family. All are now charged with murder. For a full look at each of the suspects in this case, search for this story under the Quick Links tab. Columbus Mayor Teresa Tomlinson is taking disciplinary action against her executive assistant, having to suspend her after a practical joke. Judy Tucker, who you see standing to the left of Mayor Tomlinson, is accused of taking a yard sign from a supporter of the mayor's competitor, Colin Martin. Tucker says she will return the sign. New at noon, Alabama House Speaker Mike Hubbard has filed a complaint over harassing phone calls aimed at hurting his re-election campaign. News Leader 9's Janine Donaldson reached out to his office and joins us now with the latest.
Auburn Republican Mike Hubbard says harassing phone calls have been reported by people inside and outside his East Alabama district. The complaint was filed with the U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and the Lee County District Attorney. According to the Associated Press, Hubbard says someone recorded his first TV ad, then set up a phone network to call voters repeatedly with the recording. He says the calls are made repeatedly to upset the voter. The phone numbers appear as foreign numbers that can't be traced. Hubbard called for an investigation because the calls don't have a statement saying who paid for them, which is required by law. Now, we reached out to Hubbard's office for an official statement and have not yet heard back. For WTVM News Leader 9, I'm Janine Donaldson.
All right, thanks, Janine. Help is on the way for additional counties in Alabama devastated by the severe late April storms. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley says the state has been approved for more federal disaster assistance to help 5 counties recover. Bentley says the Federal Emergency Management Agency has authorized residents of Blount, DeKalb, Etowah, Mobile, and Tuscaloosa to apply for individual assistance.
And good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you. And I got to tell you, that pecan allergens has been really a pain here the last few days. It's still running on the high side for its count there, bordering the medium to high. And hopefully we're going to beat that count down a little bit. Pecan allergies, they give me a little bit of a problem here in the throat. So hopefully we get a little rain to kind of settle that down a little bit. Should be dropping down a little bit as we head through time. What we're watching is the threat of rain that'll be coming in for this evening. So you're going to head out for Riverfest. Take the umbrella with you. The models are saying this should begin to subside as it approaches our area for tonight. You see it's kind of running from the southwest to the northeast, and you areas here in East Alabama, you're probably going to get it first into the afternoon hours, and we'll probably get it toward Columbus as we head toward the 6 o'clock hour for today. So looking at current temperatures, 77 degrees currently in Columbus, 80 in Reynolds, 81 in Eufaula. So it won't be quite as warm today because of the cloud cover we're seeing across the area. Again, you see the main precipitation batch really hanging back across Mississippi, and just some residual stuff kind of flaring out ahead of that right now. That's what we're expecting with the showers for this evening. So if you're heading to the Uptown Riverfest events for this evening, temperatures here in the 80s. Could see a scattered shower or rumble of thunder here during the evening hours, and temperature about 79 degrees as we head toward the 10 o'clock hour. Come up a little bit later, we'll take a look at the rest of your weekend forecast and, of course, Mother's Day on Sunday.
Going on now, the Phoenix City School Board is holding a meeting to discuss its superintendent search. Dr. Rodney Hinton has been working as interim superintendent since this past November. That's when the Board of Education bought out the contract of former superintendent Larry DeShera. The board has several things to consider when finding a qualified leader. Whoever is chosen must be eligible for a leadership certificate issued by the Alabama State Department of Education. He or she must also have 5 years of experience in public schools with at least 3 years as a teacher, principal, or supervisor. News Leader 9's Tyrone McCoy is sitting in on the meeting now. We'll have more on what's going on starting this evening on the news at 5. A Phoenix City School Board member is retiring. Florence Bellamy has retired after 25 years of service. Family, friends, and colleagues gathered at the Board of Education Technology Center Thursday to honor Bellamy for her service. Bellamy was the first black and first woman to serve as president of the Phoenix City School Board. She also served as president of the Alabama Association of School Boards. Phoenix City Mayor Eddie Lowe was also on hand for the special recognition. New at noon, Georgia Governor Nathan Deal is scheduled to speak to nearly 800 students graduating from Columbus State University. School officials say Deal will speak on Monday at the Columbus Civic Center. They will be celebrating the first graduating class for the university's UTech Columbus program. It focuses on preparing teachers to enter high-demand fields such as science, technology, engineering, and math. Also new at noon, in Clayton County, Georgia, a man gets in trouble with the law over chicken wings. Could this have been a misunderstanding? Tom Jones explains.
They wouldn't let you pay?
They would not let me pay for the chicken wings. No, they wasn't. So he went to jail over a chicken wing.
Anna Marie Jones thinks it is wrong that her husband was arrested and now faces a theft by shoplifting charge over chicken wings.
I mean, it was just a chicken wing, and my husband goes to jail for a chicken wing.
The warrant surrounding Benjamin Cain's arrest says he ate food without paying for it at this Kroger and gave his 7-year-old son chicken wings he didn't pay for. The officer charged Cain with contributing to the delinquency of a minor because he caused his son to commit a delinquent act.
I could buy all them chicken wings. I could buy all them chicken wings.
Jones says she and her husband and 3 small kids were grocery shopping. She says Cain did eat the wings and gave her 7-year-old son some. Jones says her husband put the wings down after the kids became unruly.
Babies, you know, were crying, so I told him to take them onto the car while I continued to ring up my groceries.
That's when an officer arrested him.
Went to jail for a chicken wing.
Some customers don't think locking Cain up was the answer.
It's like so many innocent people go to jail.
Is he innocent? He ate the chicken wing and didn't pay for it.
But did he honestly just set it down and forget about it?
Jones says she had every intention of paying for the food and tried to pay for it when she saw police arresting her husband, but was not allowed. So far, Kroger has not commented on the incident. Just a reminder, all departments of the West Central Health District will be closed today. This is for staff training. The health departments will reopen Monday, May 12th for business as usual. Here's a list of those county health departments that will be closed, which includes Muskogee County. We have the full list on our website, WTVM.com. You can find it under the Quick Links tab. It's time to step into the event zone this Friday. The American Comedy Classic, Neil Simon's The Odd Couple, will be on stage tonight at the Springer Opera House in Columbus. The performance starts at 7:30. There will also be a performance on Saturday and one on Sunday. Call the number on your screen for tickets or additional information. Riverfest starts tonight at 6 in Uptown Columbus and continues on Saturday. This is a weekend of fun outdoor events in Woodruff Park and along the Riverwalk. There will be plenty of food and art crafts from local vendors. Admission is free on both days. The 3rd annual Tumor Trooper Run and Walk will be held tomorrow at the Brookstone Center Parkway in Columbus. The Run Walk raises awareness about infant brain tumors and benefits the Brain Tumor Foundation for Children. Registration starts at 6 a.m. The Run Walk starts at 8. If you need information about this event, call the number on your screen. Loved ones of victims of the September 11th attacks are preparing to raise their voices in protest. We'll tell you what change has families upset. Plus, another round of tornadoes are spreading across parts of the U.S. We'll tell you where this funnel cloud was spotted.
And temperatures this morning were on the mild side, but we're not expecting severe weather in our neck of the woods. We'll look at your detailed forecast for the weekend coming up right after the break.